Hello guys, welcome back to another video, and in this one I'm going to be showing you how to transform your weird looking noob house that you may have on your server to something that will blow your friends away in only 4 simple steps that are easy to master. So let's just start with the easiest one. But first of all, let's get rid of the old one. This is absolutely disgusting. There we go. This still finished. There we go. Now we can actually build a good house in the exact same amount of space. And it's only in 4 simple steps, like I said. Okay, so when building instantly, you would want to collect your favourite type of wood, which for the walls I would suggest spruce planks. And then you will want to get a wood that kind of matches it, so I would either go with a spruce log or an oak log, none of the others, and not stripped. So for this tutorial I'm going to go with the oak log. Then you're going to want to leave it at that for now. So what you want to do is you want to add your log first, and you want to build up 4 blocks. This is how you want to make it as a structure. You can make this in survival as well, you just need to gather the resources yourself. You need to go up 1 more, so that you can connect these in between. And if you know what a modular building is, you can kind of imagine this as becoming a modular building. You want to leave some space on the front, like that. Just like this. Then on the back, you're going to want to put this up an extra 5, and the same here. You want to connect these two. And then about here, you would want to do another a pillar of 5 and connect it. And then you want to do that on this side as well. And as always, we have to connect them. And now you want to take your plank and you just want to fill in the frame. This is probably the most long part of this whole entire house because it's the main walls. This is just so I can show off like how you can take a base in that size and make the same exact size base, but just 10 times better. Okay, so here I forgot you need to put another log structure right there. And then you're not going to want to fill this gap in or this gap in, but you are going to want to actually leave this part open for a future part, and you just want to fill this in. So this step overall is called structuring and pillars, because you're adding the pillars first, and it's producing a structure or like something similar to a blueprint, which allows you to expand on your ideas if you want to. So like you can test if you think it would look good, or you can test if you think you have enough resources. But yeah. So like I think this might be a bit too high, so I'm just gonna break this top layer now that I know. Also let me know down below if there's any tips that you specifically use to make your Minecraft house. Also thank you for subscribers. I've not posted in a while because I've been struggling on ideas, so also post ideas that you have down below. Also, I forgot to mention, but my face cam isn't working because it's been really annoying. Anyway, this first step, as you know, is structure and whatever. So then you want to grab something that's a little bit lighter, not darker. So I would either grab like maybe a jungle plank, maybe birch or oak. I'm gonna grab oak, and this is what your floor is gonna be made out of. Obviously, if you want to make it out of cobblestone or anything, then you can do that. But I just like wood. We are still going to use some cobblestone later, but this is just for the structure. Then you're going to want to fill this gap in here. And fill this gap in here. And boom, your structure is absolutely completed. Now we'll leave the roof for a later point because the roof is highly underdone on many bases, which makes many bases look very strange at the end. Okay, so the next step we're going to actually change is how you do a door. And no, we're not just going to go into our inventory and grab any of these doors. And we're not even going to use redstone for a matter of fact. Because what we're going to need is we're going to need some stairs from the wall of the same. That's why I like to use wood. And then you're going to need the exact same type of wood shelf and slab. Then you're gonna want to dig a 3x3 hole out. You just want to put one of these in each corner. Now, I don't actually need the slab in this situation because I made it small. But you can put a slab there, but because of the situation. However, if you want to be fancy, like in this situation, you can actually put some trapdoors on the top and bottom to make it match. And it's like, now you have a little hole that is perfect. I think I used the wrong type of wood. Wait, what? Why does the textures look so weird from the inside? Okay, so now that you've done that, you just want to copy it over to this side. However, this side is bigger, which is why I want to show you how you can use the other things. So now you're going to put that there. That there. Here. Here. Then you can put your doors there, and doors there. So you can adjust this circle design to anything, but it just makes it not look like you're trying to hide something. However, if you do have some troller who likes to sneak into your house, maybe get some protection because, I don't know, but just try not to use a door unless you really think you need to, because doors look ugly. Okay. So next we're going to move on to the roof, which is one of them parts which mainly gets underdone. Now you need to grab any slab, but no wood. If your base is made out of majority wood, no wood. So I would usually go for like a stone brick slab or a smooth stone slab. I always go smooth stone slab personally, but just pick your favourite one. Then you want to go to your roof, and you want to go here, one block under. Now for this specific house, this would be a better design. However, if you like cone houses with stairs, they are way harder to do, and I'm not the best at doing them, so you should probably watch another tutorial on them. But they are possible, but that wouldn't look good on this house, to be fair, anyway. So yeah, so now you have this nice design, and I just think this makes it look really nice. And that is the third step out the way. We've done the structures, we've done the doors, and we've done the roof. Now the final part is design, what's it called? Design furniture-wise, that's a word I made up, and garden. They're all one step, by the way. So, if you want to have a balcony, I would suggest you do, because it makes it look really nice. You should probably pick either a polished deep slate, or if you went for like a dark theme, but if you went for a lighter theme, go for cobblestone, like I will be. And you only need two of these, you need one there, and one there. And then, save them for later, because we would definitely probably need them. Then, whatever you do now, grab the same type as you did your floor, or else it won't match. And then just fill in the gaps. Hang on a minute, when did they change this? Okay, new plan. I accidentally did that a bit wrong. Don't mind that. So you still want to have the same wall, but you also want to have the block version. Where's the block version of cobblestone? Hang on. There it is. you would want to have the block version, and then you want to place the block and then the thing on top like that. And you want to do the same on this side. Boom, bap. Then you want to place another one on top, and then you would mostly want to grab the stairs, place them on top to give it that curvy shape. Then you would want to also use the stairs on the bottom, like that, to give it that curved design that makes stuff look so nice. And then use the same type of slab, and then just connect it to the roof, like that. And then we can do it there. And now this is one of the best parts. You use a completely different type of wood than you did for the walls. Let's use jungle stairs. And you just want to fill in the gap here. Like this. Yes, this looks amazing. And then you're going to want to grab a slab of that same block, but we're not doing the same thing all the way. So keep your cobblestone slab because we will need it. Then you can take that slab and put it across. Then you want to grab your cobblestone slab and then just go across again. Then put one on there, one on there. And then you can grab, depending on your theme, a normal lantern or soul lantern or any of these ones, but I find them really weird, so I'm just going to do a normal lantern to give it a nice warm feel. Just place them on top like that for detail and design. And there's one part of your thing done. Now it's time to get onto windows, which is also part of design. Don't ever use glass blocks because they look ugly. Always use panes. I wouldn't really use coloured panes, just use normal panes unless it really matches your theme. You never want to go all the way to the walls unless you're building a really fancy house. And then, we need to actually... So now we're going to go to there. And make sure it's the same on every side so that it looks nice and not weird. Now we're going to make our way up. We're not going to use stairs and we're not going to use a water elevator because we're not like speedrunners or pros. Unless maybe you are, like. But we just use a normal ladder. It takes up least space out of everything. Why is that like that? And only go one block above us, it'll start looking weird. Now then, let's decorate the inside before we move on to the outside. So inside you obviously want to pick your favourite colour bed. I'm going to pick orange because that's my favourite colour. I would put the bed upstairs in the middle if it's centre point. If not, just put it against the wall. Then next to your bed, have a chest or an ender chest. I would always have an ender chest next to you so that you have access to your ender chest right next to where you sleep. And then over here is a personal design that I always do. It's a little hack really. I just love to use scaffolding, put it next to the bed, and then get a lantern and put it on top, and then you have like a little bedside lamp. Then, if you want to be really fancy, get the same colour wool as your bed, and then a similar colour but not the same. So then you want to put this on each side, and fill the rest with this, and make like a checkerboard pattern. I just made that up on the spot to be fair, but that actually looks pretty cool. So then down here, this is where your utility and storage room is going to be. Most people have like separate rooms, but this is just for a compact house. So you would have your furnace, you would have your crafting table, because that's like the most necessary part. You would have your anvil, I guess. I don't know if people use anvils anymore. You would have your brewing stand on top of there. And yeah, and then over here you can have your storage for your armour, which can be in the corner. and then you can have your storage for your chests and items. So you can just like do a bump, 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 and then you can put one, if you want to be fancy, put one over top of there, and make sure this is facing the right way. And we'll just put whatever armor you want on there. Then in here, if you want to be fancy, you can put like a red line, an orange line, or whatever bed colour you have to match the theme of your bed. And just get the same colour that you had on the other one, like the other carpet colour you had. And then just outline it with that, like that. And now the inside is pretty good. You have basically a fully functioning Minecraft house now. And you can even put some stuff on the roof maybe. Sometimes I like to actually get the wall and then just go around it like that. And then put lanterns on each side so it matches. I know already this looks better than that, even though that's already half destroyed because I threw a bazooka at it. Now over here we're going to have our little compact garden slash farm. So we're going to have a boom 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 the boom. Boom boom boom. And then we're going to have that. And I don't remember if these connect actually. Maybe do, okay. So if you want to have a cobblestone, I would choose the closest thing, which is the white, because it matches and it just looks really fancy. Then you would want to have, this is like where the functioning farm is going to be. So you would want to have a, first of all, make that central, as it will annoy some people. Then you want to break these only, not that one, else you'll stand in the water every time. You're going to fill that with water. Pretty sure you all know how to make a Minecraft farm, right? I don't have to explain all of this. Put water. And get a hoe. And some seeds. And also get a pumpkin block. I can't find a pumpkin block, oh well. I'm going to start doing that. Do it all the way to the end. Leave space for where you can stand. In fact, if you want to be really fancy about it, you can break this block here. Place water. This is a really good strategy. Use a oak trapdoor so you can see through it. I mean, you can use any trapdoor, but this one just looks the best. And then just, yeah, do that. And then crouch to place the rest. Now, fun fact, this little trick is actually something I've learnt from a different game. From Copia. Which can teach you a few things. Because of its unique blocks. So yeah, now we have like a little path. And then again, you can either do another canopy like that, like from connecting from these poles, or we can have a bit of a different thing this time, with the matching floor pens like that we used for the door, like there. Just build up two. And just connect them, and it just gives that nice like gardeny aspect. I don't really know how to describe it, it just feels gardeny. And if you want to be really fancy with this is where your creativity can go a bit crazy. Over your garden, right, you can actually get plant pots and put them on here and make some flowers on the top. You probably don't want to put them on every space because that just looks a little bit thingy, but you can like arrange them in specific ways. Like look at that, like if I just put these two here, We have a pattern there, and then we can just go and get some flowers. So you can get some of your favourite flowers. So we can get orange flowers for the middle. Actually, no, for the corners. I'll do it for the corners, like that. Have some red poppies. Actually, no, we'll have some. Yeah, we'll have red poppies actually, and we'll also have a cactus. Red poppies can go here. Cactus can go here. And boom, look, that looks really fancy now. And then over here on this empty space that we have, for finally finishing off decoration and finishing off the video, you just need to grab some grass or dirt, it doesn't really matter. Do it like that, leaving one block on each side. Then we need to grab a shelf of the same exact colour of the house, and just go around it like that, and just plant some of your favourite flowers on it, like that. You can also do that right here as well. However, this time you can, instead of using flowers, you can actually get a bit crazy with the idea. You can put some flowers in the middle, but you can also get some leaves and make like a hedge type thingy. And if you want to make it all really cool, get some of these torches and put them on the wall like that. And then you can also do it on the sides, on all the other sides as well, just so it looks nice. And then you don't need to do it on the farm inside, but you can do it up here. And then that is literally it. So this is the same space that you had to build this house. Which house would you rather live in, be honest? That weird house that's already destroyed, or this amazing house that I built in a few, maybe like 10ish minutes, maybe a little bit longer. It would take time to get the resources, but use these build hacks as you will. Maybe tag me in videos that you use my build hacks in, or just tell me video ideas or anything. Also, if you want, you can subscribe because, you know, I want to become popular. I also do plan on following my schedule that's in my description. It's just I'm trying to start off properly, so I'm thinking Minecraft's the best game to start off on. And oh wait, one thing I almost forgot is on the second layer you can actually put these around to, I don't know, it just like gives it a really weird looking thing, but in a good way. And the best part of these shelves is, like, you can use it on the thing down there, or this up here, or the doorway. Is you can actually create your own patterns on it, so like you can have some fences where you can have like a scroll maybe in the middle, and then some more fences going around. Really, the possibilities are literally endless. And then I also had to put them on the corners of the top, just to finish it off. Like that. Okay, now I can finally ask the question for real. Which house would you rather have lived in? That boring house? Or this absolutely amazing house? Just look at it. It has all your resources, all of your storage you need, an upstairs where you can sleep from the monsters, and a balcony, and a garden, and a farm. Or that house just had the necessaries. And think about it, this is just in the same space that we had to build that one. If you have more space, you can build way more crazy things using the same hacks. You can use like many more doorways, maybe like a bunch of a hallway with a bunch of these doors in it. Have a nether portal room maybe, if that's what you like to do. But yeah, this is literally all you should need to do. So also, do you like my new skin? I made it as a suit and I feel like it's a bit better than my old one. Oh, so hopefully in the next video my face thing will work again, and hopefully you have learned some stuff from this video. But yeah, thank you for watching, subscribe, and bye.